This is a quick little demo of a little tool I've been working on called Screenshare Helper. Basically, the point of this is that if you've got a 4K screen like I do, so at the moment I'm zoomed into the top left-hand corner of this screen, but if I zoom out, you'll see I've got a 4K screen. And the problem is when you want to share your window in Teams, you end up having scaling issues for everyone else because people that don't have a 4K screen can't read your text. So to demonstrate that quickly, I've set up a meeting here. This is my local Teams client, and I've set up connected to that also in the browser here. So if I share the second screen here, so now we can see the entire screen is being shared here. Now if I zoom into that corner, imagining that this is a Full HD or 1920 by 1080 screen, then you would see something like this, which, you know, that text is pretty hard to read. So what would be better would be just to share the portion of the screen you're interested in seeing. So to do that, let me just stop presenting there. Now, normally I would pin this to the start menu, but this is my second screen and you can only pin to the first screen. So for now, I'm just going to click on the Xe directly, but normally I would just click on the pin in the start bar. Loads up the app. It remembers wherever it closed last time. In this case, I've just moved it back to roughly the default position. Then you can move it around to wherever you want to capture. So you can just click and drag anywhere on the form, or use resize to drag it around. And then when you're ready to share, you go into the Teams and share a window and select Screen Sharing Helper. And then once the sharing starts working, you'll see the window at first. And then as soon as you click Start/Hide, you get a red box around it, and it's now sharing that area of the screen. So if I make changes here, within a few seconds, they'll appear on the right. Now if I want to change the area that I'm sharing, so I want to make that window reappear to move it again, all you have to do is click on it in the, sorry, let me just zoom in a bit so you can see here. I can click on it in the taskbar, and that makes it visible again. You can then move it to another position. Let me zoom out again. When I hit the Start Hide button, now you can see it's sharing the new area. And what I usually do is use this in concert with the fancy zones from Power Toys. So rather than having to manually resize things to particular areas, I hold in Shift while I'm dragging, and you see all the zones that I've defined. So in this case, I've got a zone down here that matches. So initially, I put my VS Code down here by dropping it into that zone, and then I can do the same thing with this. I can drop it into that zone, and then hit Start. And then within a few seconds, I've got that shared. And so now the people on the other end can actually read and see what's going on. And then when you're finished, you can either just go into Teams and stop sharing, but if you just exit out of close the app here, it'll also stop sharing straight away for you anyway. So that's what I usually do. And to download it from the GitHub page on the right, there's releases. So every time I make a change to master, it creates a new release, or updates the current release, and the zip file is there to be able to download and extract, and you basically get the same files as this. And then first time you run it, you can pin it to your taskbar, or you can create a shortcut yourself to the desktop if you like. Just right click and drag and drop it there. You could use that if you wanted. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. If you have any suggestions for improvements, let me know. I know there is a small performance hit from it at the moment. It's using sort of 20% of my CPU because it's using GDI. So it's possible I might, if the performance becomes a problem, I might work on seeing if I can make it work with DirectX. But for now, I thought I'd just get it out there and have people start using it and see whether it's helpful, whether there's another direction we need to take it in. Hopefully long-term Teams will have the ability to share a portion of the screen natively, but in the meantime, hopefully this does the trick. Enjoy. See ya.